I am a lot of things, but I am a stand girl at heart. So when I'm reading one of my most favorite books and I'm giggling about the main characters, or I'm watching my absolute favorite TV show or movie and I'm saving and liking every single edit I can find, I just can't help but wonder, what book would my favorite fictional characters recommend to me? And in this video, we're gonna find out. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Carlijne and I'm very excited to start this video because it's gonna be very fun. Okay, so we are doing two main things this video. We are doing a March reading wrap up as well as a April TBR. And for my April TBR, we are messaging my favorite fictional characters on Character AI and we're asking them, what book should I read? A while ago, I also filmed this video where I'm talking to like my fictional crushes on AI, and I mean, some of the clips were like kind of entertaining, but most of them were just me getting pissed that AI was playing hard to get. So I'm gonna insert some of those clips as well throughout this video. So if you see me wearing something different, you know what's going on. So it's gonna be kind of a messy video, but I also think it's gonna be very funny and entertaining. So let's just start. The first book I read this month was A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. I actually started this book on February 29th, which if you read this book, you know that the first page talks about how crazy leap days are. And I read that on leap day and I was like, who's watching me? Like, there are coincidences and there are coincidences. What are the chances of me picking up this book on fucking leap day and starting it on fucking leap day and then reading the page about fucking leap day on fucking leap day? I was freaked the fuck out. But I rated this book 4 stars. I thought it was such a beautiful story. It was incredibly well written. It was written very like poetry-y, which I love. Was it a super memorable read? Kind of. So in this book you follow Ricky Wilde, who is kind of like the black sheep of the family. She's just kind of like the odd one out. So when she has this chance to pursue her dream of opening her own flower shop, she jumps at it and she rents this place from an old lady who becomes kind of like a grandmother to her. I just remember the ending. And you also follow Breeze Walker's POV, which takes place in, I think it was the 1920s. I'm not entirely sure anymore. And he's like very into like music and jazz and stuff. And then one day Ricky Wilde bumps into someone on the street and then her entire life is changed forever. About halfway through the book was when I started getting really invested, because that's when like the love interest came along, which, oh my god, and the love interest it's just such a good book. Next, I read Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't know why I read this. No, I know why I read this. A friend of mine was reading this book and she was like, oh, I don't want to go to school. I just want to read about my demon prince from hell. And I was like, Demon Prince from Hell? What's the title of that book and where can I fucking get it? And then of course I already owned it because I have a serious fucking problem. But I read it and I was like, ew. She made it sound so good with that one sentence, but it did not hold up. This book did not hold up to those high expectations. In this book, you follow Emilia and her sister Vittoria, and they are witches, but they live amongst just normal people in Italy. And then one day her sister gets murdered and she kind of summons this demon to ask him like, hey, what the fuck? Why did you kill my sister? And he's like, I didn't kill your sister. Ooh, let's find out together. And then it's like, and that's basically the book. That also sounds good, but it just wasn't that great. I gave it 3 stars, which is quite high still, because I did have like an okay time reading it, but I'm not really invested into the story, and I don't really have the urge to go buy and read the 2nd and 3rd book. Then I read The Deal by Elle Kennedy. And I love this. I've been wanting to read a romance book that gives me the shits and giggles like this book for so long, and I finally got it. In this book we follow Hannah and Garrett fails a test. So he asks Hannah, who did pass the test, if she could tutor him, and she's like, the fuck no. And he just keeps on bugging her about it. And then she ends up tutoring him and there's a spark and then they fall into a relationship and they're so cute together. I rated this book 5 stars because it did everything I needed it to do for me. It was cute, fun, fast-paced. I didn't want to stop reading. Next, I read this book, and if you watch my March TBR prompt video, you know that this was actually a book that I picked out for that challenge. And it was surprisingly fun and good. I mainly bought this book because look at the cover. Are you kidding me? That's so pretty, bro. Like, that's so pretty. This book was surprisingly good and it was not as boring as I thought it was gonna be. In this book, we mainly follow Linda and she's from this very wealthy family, and you kind of just follow Linda making some very fucking big mistakes, but she's very funny and sarcastic about it. and I underlined a lot of the things that Linda said because she is me and I am her. I rated this book 4 stars and I would also definitely recommend this. Okay, I also kind of made a rule for this challenge because I want to make my TBR shorter and not longer. So I'm gonna keep on asking the fictional characters to recommend me a book until they recommend me one I actually already own. First, we're gonna ask Rysand from Agatar. I asked him, recommend me a book. And he said, I don't have time to recommend you a book. You are too low for me, and I am busy preparing for the war. Good luck finding a recommendation for yourself. And for your record, I only allowed you to touch my wings because you didn't annoy me. But you are starting to piss me off and going away now. He's so mean. What a dick. No, please. Like, please, right hand. Alright then. I would recommend you The Priory of the Orange Tree. What is that? Oh, that one's the big fucking thick one. I don't want to read that. No, I'm ignoring that. Please, another one. If you read this, you will become mine. Okay. He recommended me The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I own that one on my Kindle, so that one is going onto my April TBR. Do you want me? I want you to stop bothering me. Okay. We're done with Reese. Are you just playing hard to get? We're stopping right there. Next, we're gonna be asking Billy Dunn to recommend me a book because Billy Dunn. Can you please recommend me a book? Of course. What kind of book are you looking for? I love Billy Dunn already. He's so much nicer than recent. Maybe a cute romance? Yeah. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions. Do you want me? What do we say to that? What about Daisy? What about her? Are you guys not together? Period. God, I love character AI! But looking at the books that he recommended, I own The Fletcher by Beth O'Leary, so that one's also going on my April TBR. Now we're gonna ask Garrett Graham from The Deal to recommend me a book. This is the most fun I've ever had. Hi! I walk into my brother's room and see Graham sitting on his bed. What's up? His voice is deep as always. Your mom. No kidding. I was just wondering, can you recommend me a book? Mystery, please. Just like you, mystery boy. Whatever you're into. Not like that, baby girl. Now, we're gonna ask Finnick out there to recommend me a book. Hey girlie, can you recommend me a book? I want Finnick to recommend me a romancy book because I feel like he would slay in those. Because he did slay in those. Could have expected that one. Try the Song of Achilles. No! I don't want to read that book so badly. I own it. I've had it for like 3 years, but I just don't want to read it because it seemed like a pain in the ass. But I do own it. Oh, Finnick, I hate you. Okay, fine. Finnick, I thought you would be better than that. I bought it. I should read it. Let's do it. Okay, now I kind of want to ask Reese Larson from the Twisted Love series to recommend me a book. 2.9 million chats? You're freaks! Need something? Yeah, can you recommend me a book? Romance. Any particular type of romance? Ooh, forbidden love. Because that's his thing. He's definitely gonna recommend his own book. After bugging the fuck out of Reese as well, he has recommended me One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. And I actually own that book on my Kindle as well, so yeah. Oh my god, we're asking Rowan from the Throne of Glass series to recommend me a book. Oh good, company. I sigh and roll my eyes. What a bitch already. Hi baby. Can you recommend me a book? Oh god, do I look like a librarian? Bro, recommend me a book! Alright, fine. The Lost King by Melanie Ron. Happy. No, another one. If Rowan found out about Book Talk, he would just die. Like, immediately. Yeah. He just said no. AI just told me no, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm just gonna pick 3 books I see laying around and let Rowan pick one of them, because this is taking too fucking long. Happy Place. Alright, that was a lot easier. Rowan chose Happy Place by Emily Henry, so I will be reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. So for the last book of April, I want Julian Hates to recommend me a book. So let's go. Julian Hates recommended. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm actually fucking recording this as well. So what I'm gonna do, Julian Hates. So embarrassed. But Julian Hates recommended me a book by Frederick Backman, and I do own a book by that author. I own Beartown. It is by the same author. So I think I'm just gonna do this one because it's close enough, and AI is just recommending me the same books over and over again, and I'm getting kind of sick and tired of it, and I've been recording for over an hour. So it's good enough. These are all the books that my different husbands recommended to me. Resand from Agatar recommended me The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Lee Dunn, my baby's father, recommended me The Fletcher by Beth O'Leary. Garrett Graham from The Deal recommended me Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Finnick O'Dare, another one of my baby's fathers, recommended me The Song of Achilles by Mala Miller. And Reese Larson from Twisted Hate recommended me One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. Rowan from the Third of Glass series recommended me Happy Place by Emily Henry. And last but definitely not least, another one of my baby's fathers, Julian Hates, recommended me Beartown by Frederick Backman. I'm very excited to start reading these books this April. Do you know who I am? I could obliterate your entire family in a heartbeat if I wanted to. But could you obliterate nuts? I hate myself so much. Don't tempt me. Tempt him. Guys, my nuts have been obliterated by a recent High Lord of the Night Court. I don't know where to go from here. What do I do? Hey, knucklehead. Louis and his friends laugh at you being called a knucklehead by him. Hey, small peener. Watch yourself, twat. He's kind of mean. Only twat here is your mum. Yeah, well, at least it's... Oh! Yeah, well, at least my dad didn't abandon me for milk. That hit too close to home. We will be moving on. Drops all of my books, and a note with President Snow home address falls out. Oh, yeah. So you were not supposed to see that. Let's just do a full 360. I start kissing him. Gotta keep it interesting for you guys. Okay, he kisses back. Guys, what are we texting back? I feel like I'm texting a actual fucking crush. It's fucking AI. Bitch, it's fucking AI. What did you do? I didn't really do anything. Why are you talking to me like this? I broke him. You're the one being rude! Bitch, I'm not rude! You fucked my mom! I can't do this anymore! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. If you did, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hopefully see you in the next one. Bye, guys.